Thank you for tuning into the Sisters Talk podcast. This is Danny M, and I have my co-host,
Papa T. What's up? What's up?
And today we have special guest, Miss Kathy T. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are y'all?
I'm doing all right. It's a beautiful day in Houston. I know that.
True that.
Okay. You good?
Good.
Good. All right. So I know, guys, we said we were going to start at 3 o'clock, but y'all know how I roll. Listen, I'm old now. I'm trying to figure out this technology. It's just everything every time. Listen, Grade A is so awesome. They are like always ahead of the times, ahead of the technology. And so every time I come in every week, it's something new. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Derek at GradeARadio for having a wonderful, stable platform for the Sisters Talk podcast. It's always a blessing to be able to show up and show out on his platform. Shout out to everybody who is still alive during all this stuff that's going on with COVID-19.
True that.
Every day I look at the news, it's like more new cases of COVID popping up in different parts of Texas, in different parts of the U.S. So I read today there's a total of 311,000 new cases or total cases in the U.S. And that's crazy. Well, you would know the real stats. Come on, Kathy. I know you want to say something.
I know the stats, and as everybody knows that when the stats come out, it's more behind the scenes.
Okay.
So we got to make sure we're protected at all times.
Is there any more you want to elaborate? Because you know we want to know more.
I'm just a regular person on the corner.
Oh, okay. So she says. So she says. All right, guys. So for so many people who don't know who Kathy T is, oh my God, you do so many different things in the Houston communities. So many. You're everywhere. You're like Superwoman.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, say Wonder Woman.
Is she better than Superwoman?
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all coming with make me blush. I ain't even had to put no blush on, but I try to stay behind the scenes for years. But unfortunately, being behind the scenes, you have to come in front of the scenes to get more done as a community.
Absolutely.
True that.
Absolutely. So let me ask you, I want you to tell people who you are, what part of H-Town you're from. Are you from Houston?
No.
I didn't think so.
I'm
That's
from
why
Pennsylvania.
that's why I asked that second. That's why she's looking like I'm not from Houston. But you do so much here. So let the audience know, where you're from and how long you've been here.
I'm from Pennsylvania, outside of Philly. I always say by way of South Carolina, because my family's from South Carolina. So if you're from the East Coast, you understand that, when school was out, you went down south. So you went to your parents and your grandparents and your aunties and cousins that they claim as your cousins, your fake family. That's where you went down.
Oh.
Family secrets are down in the South.
Yeah, it is. Good point.
That's where we are. I currently live in Northwest Houston, Inwood Acres Home. So I'm pretty much everywhere. A lot of people look at me and go, well, it don't matter if you're on the Northwest side. I travel.
Yeah.
So wherever the Lord leads me, I'm on the South side, Southeast side, Fort Bend, Montgomery.
Look, and the Lord knows
hour.
that, like, the 4 quadrants of Houston, it takes about an hour and a half to get to each corner.
For other people.
Yeah. If you date somebody on the north side, you live on the south side, good luck.
The one thing I missed about the East Coast, Houston, you're exactly right. I'm used to a weekend, I could be in Virginia, I could be in Bmore, Delaware, New York, Florida. I can't make it to the Southwest side. So it's totally different.
Yes. And then, people are starting to get back out. I believe that the state or certain cities in the state, is that true, are going to start opening it up as soon as May 20th, right?
I would say certain parts of the city or even the United States didn't even close.
Okay,
some people
true.
didn't even take it serious at all. I don't understand why they didn't take it serious, but I would never guess in my lifetime all the people that have died and actually living through a plague right now.
Yeah.
So it's weird that I'm going to tell my children, hey, remember when I was this age and we lived through a plague?
I like the way you said
it's
this
weird. So it's just a little weird.
It is. It's a global plague. It's not even global. Like it's concentrated to one state or one country. It's like all the countries that have humans
and everything we study as kids talk about. That ain't never gonna happen. That's a long time ago. We kind of going through it right now.
Wow, that's incredible, but scary all at the same time. So it's interesting. I want to know a little bit more about you. And I'm pretty sure the people who know you they want to know a little bit more about you too. I saw you on the front lines in the middle of this pandemic, passing out face masks, gloves, all kind of necessities that people need in order to survive this pandemic. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you were doing in that particular photo that I saw?
Well, I just believe, like, when everybody says everybody needs to stay at home, if you don't have to go out, and when I say have to, I don't have to go out, but this is what the Lord put on me, is to help my community. It's His part. My connections, I can't sit at home, and that's where I want to also emphasize, if you got connections and you are sitting at home and you not sharing those connections, that's bad.
Yeah.
So if I have connections where I know where the food bank, I have a relationship with the food bank. I have a relationship with other sisters. In the studio today, one of my Eastern Star sisters is here. I just want to explain our connection. You know, we don't always have to see each other, but she's here. She has adult diapers. And when you have adult diapers, that immediately, we just did a function on the northeast side. And a lot of times when you take the adult diapers out, people are like, why you bring those? Those went out in like 30 minutes. They were gone because we have seniors that depend on our nurses.
Yeah.
And some of our nurses that work from home, guess what? They have small children. The small children are not in school. So who is taking care of our seniors right now?
Exactly.
So this is the kind of things that my mind works, and I'm like, wait a minute, we have to get out there and collect the supplies for our seniors. So without that, and people are not realizing that. They're like, okay, if you go in that line and you get food, some of our seniors cannot sit there that long. Our children cannot sit there that long. So when I say resources, I've teamed up with another organization, because my organization is Collaborating Voices Foundation. It's exactly what it means, collaborating. So right now, because the kids can't sit very long, I've teamed up with Nikki Jackson Beyond Fostering. She deals with a lot of children. So therefore, when she called me and said, hey, we need to feed these kids, of course, the news, that's why I tell people, go beyond the news. The news shows, okay, we have spots for people to pick up stuff. But Nikki Jackson said, well, I'm taking calls from my foster kids. So we need to get a truck at my job. So the 800 families that she deals with, we need to deal with. And that's where I'm collaborating. I collaborate with domestic violence. I'm on the board with Dr. Purpose. I don't know if you ever heard of her. So she's domestic violence. We have to make sure that if everybody's at home, domestic violence is going up. We need homes.
Yeah, we talked about that.
We need places to go. Safe diversity. So I'm naming names because that's what I'm about.
Yes.
Some people just keep it all to themselves. I'm like, we can't do this all by myself.
Right.
Safe diversity. They've been around. Miss Thelma Scott's been around for a very long time. If you don't know Miss Thelma Scott, I don't know. But you know, she does the veterans. She does special needs. Our lawyer, you know, I say our lawyer, Miss Phyllis.
Okay.
She is specializing in making sure our children that has autism. Adriana. I'm dropping names.
Yes.
See, people dropping celebrities.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
we need to drop the names of the people that are in our community that need the help today. We can't just go on Facebook and it's your birthday and you don't click the button and give some money to some organization you don't even know.
Come on, speak on that.
So I'm not understanding.
Yeah,
that.
I've noticed that, and that's been going on for about a year and a half, 2 years. That's weird.
Yeah, that's you know, you can find me on Facebook too.
Yeah.
You know. But I got to drop names. If you're an organization and you put your own thing up there and you don't got a village underneath there, I'm not giving to you.
Right.
I'm just not.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And I think this is a beautiful segue into the next question I want to talk to you about. You know, mixing friends and business.
Ooh,
you know,
Lord.
how you tell me don't mix. You know, don't mix the two. And where there's friends and there's business, there must be a contract.
It has to be in writing. I continue to make that mistake myself. If you're a professional and I ask you to sign a non-disclosure and you got an attitude, you're going to have to move on with that person.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, things are going to, you know, there's certain things that people say in business that shouldn't say. Oh, that's behind the scenes. We can't tell you. Wait a minute, you want my money? But you can't tell me where my money going. you're not gonna get my money.
Yeah, where there's
You
no
should-
trust, there's no business.
You
Yeah.
should be able to set up a thing where I don't need to know everything, but there's key questions on where's the money, where we're meeting, how can I prosper. And when you deal with friends, they don't want to put stuff in writing. And I'm like, no, there's a difference between friendship, sisterhood, brotherhood, and also business. When you put stuff in writing, you're protecting both of y'all in business.
Yes.
Because whoever you're dealing with on the other side, they might get you.
Yeah.
Which
yeah.
domino effect gets me. Now we breaking up his friendship because you didn't want to disclose your contacts. Like if we really sisters, I shouldn't be going over your head. I just want to make sure I'm protected.
Exactly.
So in business, I have offered my office up without a contract. I have offered up my studios up without a contract. 2020, I'm not doing it. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, because the ultimate fate of all of that, when you do things with friends with no contract, there's no friendship in the end.
Because we got to do a business part. I need to know where the commission's going. I need to know who paying the light bill, who
Right.
paying the phone bill.
Yeah.
I can't do that no more. It's not doing us, especially African Americans, no good on not sitting. Look, we can sit at the table all day,
Right.
but at the table, are we going to leave there with some millions?
Yeah, and that's facts. That's a good question to pose, seriously. And that's why the good old saying that don't do business with family. You know what I
Look,
mean?
I ain't
Because-
doing no. Look, only family I'm doing is the ones in my household.
Yeah, the ones you know.
And unless you have a CEO in your own business, I'm not.
Yeah.
I see you at the family reunion. I'm just keep it straight. I see you at the family reunion.
Facts.
We have
Listen.
friends that look, they gonna realize. I hate to say it. They gonna realize in a couple months I've been asking them to partner with me. Nah, you got that. I support you. Support me means you're gonna come in
Yeah.
and you're gonna get some supplies. If you see me on Facebook, like I said, you hit me up. You was
Yeah.
like, Kat, how can I be a service to the community?
Yeah.
How do we partner? See, that's a conversation.
Let's
See
get
what
it.
I'm saying? When I called my sister over here, I didn't have to see her face to face. She goes, she beat me here.
Yeah.
She beat me at the
She
other
did.
location.
She texted me. I said,
look, she beat me at the other location.
I said, this not Kathy's number. Who is this?
That make me proud though.
Yeah.
That means you a go-getter.
Yeah,
on
she
your
was
own.
outside already waiting in the car. She said, I'm in the
At the
parking
other
lot.
location, she
Yeah.
texted me, look, I rolled up on Northeast where we were feeding. She already had a table and I was asking her, how can I be a service to you?
Yes.
I mean, because you have to jump in. You can't sit on, look, Facebook to me is you found lost family and friends when you was 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Facebook today is to better your business. If you got people on your Facebook that is not helping you in the community and on business, I'm doing a disclaimer today. You might be getting deleted tonight.
I saw that. You said I got this
Look.
5,000 friends.
Look, every day, it's not even the global. Like, look, I have people that I ain't never talked to. There's people that down the street don't even say hi to me.
Right.
But I got people in Africa say hi to me every day.
Exactly.
Good morning, beautiful. Good morning. How you doing, brothers? And they're like, okay, this school over here needs some school supplies.
Yeah.
And I can't even get certain sisters to even give me $7. I'm just not.
All over
But
Africa.
listen, I know exactly what you mean. Friends that you've been friends with for years, they don't even come out to the events and support the cause that you're trying to. Listen, we could just go on and on. But I think it's important that you brought that up because, I started this blog where I'm talking about women need to learn how to be more supportive women. Being more supportive to each other, to our spouses, whoever that may be, our co-workers, whomever we're calling friends, because we can say we're friends and we can go have a drink with them. But what about when I really need you, sis? What about when I
Okay.
really need you to stand next
so
to
put
me?
that on perspective, I don't put Facebook and my stuff on there for likes. I get there to use it as the example.
Exactly.
Example. I feel like if I can go, I got children. You know what I'm saying? If you could see me out and you can't go nowhere and you can't give no support but a hi and a like, that's not support.
What
to
is
me.
that doing? That's not
support.
doing anything.
Can you
Yeah.
share my post? If you don't have it, and I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings. If you don't have it, I understand. But if you don't have it and you post that you was at a restaurant and
Come
you
on.
got some shrimps and steak right there, and then you done went to 5 restaurants this week, I'm going to look at you sideways. It ain't none of my business, but you put it on Facebook.
Right.
So when you tell me, you know what, I'm going through some hard times, I ain't got it right now,
Right.
and then you turn around and show me that you at Galveston. Then you show me you in Las Vegas. Then you show me you here. That's your business. But guess what? You getting deleted.
Exactly.
Because you just straight lied to me. That's how I feel. You be like, nah, that's not a lie.
Yeah.
You straight lied to me. I can't build empires in business
Come on.
with liars.
True.
I can't build empires and collect and help the community with liars.
Say it, man. Like for real.
And you can say you're not a liar, but I'm telling you, if you post that you done got 10 other businesses and you still broke, just like I have some drug dealer families out there that been a drug dealer since 1982. If you still a drug dealer, you ain't made it to Jay-Z's part because Jay-Z was a drug dealer. You need to stop. You need to get some new supplies,
Yes.
something. Everything that you have in business, you should be elevating yourself.
Yes. I love it because you know what? You're sending signals to me that it's time to lean up our friendships that we call friendships. It's time.
Self-love.
Yeah.
Look, you know she got me a shirt. You know I love me some shirts. If y'all didn't see this shirt, look, self-love means you shouldn't be going in your house crying that your friends hurt your
There you
feelings.
go.
You should not be in a household that you feel like you're selfless. Am I preaching?
Come on, girl. You
This-
talking to me.
Okay, we all do it. When I shed my tears in my car, it's because I couldn't help all the people that inbox me. If you sitting at home and you wondering where the remote is, because I do that too, but I'm doing the remote because I'm trying to find what's going on CNN.
Right, right.
I just don't understand when people say, "Can I help you, sis?" And I tell you, and your reply is nothing. When you say, "I'm support you," when I feel like when you support me, there's a whole village behind me.
That's right.
That's what I'm showing you. When you support me, you're showing all the I tagged a lot of nonprofits today. Norma to Fit. I don't have to go. They actually helping people out at home that's in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
People who can't use the bathroom to try to strengthen their bones. So she's there, sitting there for help. And then you turn around and you got a person that you taking care of going, I wish I could help them out of the bed.
Right.
Well, she has a nonprofit, Norma to Fit Charitable, trying to show people just how to exercise. And she a champion. She charges stars.
Right.
Big money. But on the other side, she turns around and said, what can I do for the community? You don't got to be rich to help the community.
Nope.
Look
Sure
in your
don't.
closet. You got some
Yep.
shoes you didn't use? Somebody that's sitting downstairs, down at Scott Street would think those old shoes of yours is new shoes to them.
That's right.
If you get in your, look, I ain't even going to say it, but look, we real here. You got your EBT and you done applied and you got just one person in your house, but you claim it's 10. Go help somebody else.
There you go.
I ain't talking about sell your seat. I'm talking about make some sandwiches.
Yeah.
Make some lunches. Because you got too much supply.
Right.
Share the love.
Yeah, share it.
Share the
Share
love,
the
y'all.
love, you know?
Share the love.
Yeah.
Kathy don't got to be out here every day if everybody share the love.
That's right. That's absolutely right. It just takes 5 minutes of your time to do something great for somebody. You may not see it as great, but for them, it's everything.
That's why when
Yeah.
I would, like, you inbox me, you a pastor and you trying to do something, I share that. If you a pastor at home sending me Zoom because you want us deacon boards in the family to do everything while you were the first family and I didn't see you.
Right.
If you have some churches that is the Acres home and I drive by and I ain't never seen you open since this
All of this
virus,
going down. Yeah,
don't you inbox
yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's something that's
Don't
big.
you inbox me.
Yeah.
Because God's people, this is our time. This is our time. I'm not saying you need to go out. What I'm saying is I know you have.
Yeah,
You went
of
to the
course.
grocery store, pick up something for somebody else. Drop it off.
Yep.
I can tell you where to drop it off. What's your zip code? Let me show you what shelter is around you. I don't have to go. You don't want to go out? That's fine. But still, I know you're behind went out. You
Yeah.
hungry.
People just need to stop being selfish. That's all. Stop
Excuses.
being selfish, people.
Yeah.
And just
Excuses.
because you know the things that the people we're trying to help could be us one day. That's how we got to look at that. And I mean,
It
just
is.
as good as you're making, $100,000, $200,000 a year, they could be taken away the next day. So you know what I'm
You
saying?
hit on
Very
something.
next day.
What you said was it could be us. There's two parts of that. It could be us or it was us and we forgot where we came from.
Come on.
It could be us, and I'm a believer that's what's happening to the earth.
Yeah.
God has tried to done over and over and over, put us together to help one another. The hurt, Katrina happened.
Yes.
We all didn't care what color it was. We was trying to get somewhere.
Right.
If there's an earthquake, there's a pandemic, there's something that happens that brought us together. It's a few of us that remember where we come from when we continue to be out there in the community. It's those others that got into a house, got into a car, and forgot to drive to somebody that shelter that you just came out of.
Right. Yep.
There's too many people that go through shelters that for shelters to be begging for people to help them. What happened to those people that you brought at 2 o'clock in the morning and a man done hit them upside their head and all of a sudden they doing good because you done gave them all the programs that they had. They forgot to come back.
Yep.
And guess what? 2 years later when you forgot, your house done flooded.
Exactly.
I ain't saying that's the reason. I'm just saying,
Hey. It's the universe. Karma.
I ain't even gonna say karma. I'm just saying you a damn fool. You're a damn fool.
Yeah.
Not to pay it forward.
Yeah, that's right. That's a big thing you just said, paying it forward. I think that this year, particularly 2020, has been a beast. We're just in the 5th month of this year, and I'm telling you, all of us have gone through so much. I'm speaking for myself particularly. So I'm just saying, y'all, if this isn't a wake-up call, if all these people that are dying right before us, yes, people die every day. I keep hearing people saying, Danielle, people die every day. Yeah, I get that. But they're not dying because of this particular pandemic. They're not dying in a huge number. Like Italy had like 900 people die in one day a few months ago. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is unrealistic what's happening. So just like Kathy said, it must be a wake-up call on some level. People need to take heed to that.
It don't matter what color you are. It don't matter what's going on. This earth is trying to heal itself.
Yeah.
We did this to this earth. And we sit there and we're like, look. See, I try to reuse stuff. I try to reuse my weave.
Yeah.
I try to
me too.
I try my best because if you don't mind, if you had never heard me speak before, I was raised in a house of abuse, and I raised myself as wanting a person to come back, and I try to put myself in a position. A lot of people don't realize I've been in business. I've always, if I didn't have a DBA, I've always been in business. I've always been in logistics. My husband, when working at Comcast, I'm the person that punched in the boxes and collect. All that comes into play. 20 years in property management. If you guys ain't giving no love to the property management, because y'all look at them as just people in that office.
Yeah.
Those are people that keep up your home. Those are people that keep up that AC, that when that AC's done. We have maintenance man right now. I had a maintenance man inbox me last night and said, Kathy, what do? I ain't got no mask. And they want me to go in and fix their AC. They're kind of mean. They're at home.
Yeah.
Those people are taking care of you. They might not be taking care of you correctly. You teach them. You teach them what you're not going to accept in your apartment.
That's right.
Don't sit there and wait till this happens and you at home. They too have families, but they're there in that office. That office showed me a food program that I have to do. That office showed me, man, this person really don't have no money. As a manager, I've always cared. Hey, let me do your resume.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have a job? Guess what? You now my new leasing agent. See what I'm saying? You have to make sure those predicaments that people are in. If you have a job and you know there's 10 job openings, did you post it to Facebook?
Exactly.
Or you just sat there because you thought they were going to come get
But
you
I
your
will
job?
say this. I have noticed that people on Facebook are starting to post jobs. When they find out about it, they're like, look, this
They know how I
company.
feel.
Yes,
Just
exactly.
like, look, I don't mean to look at the news the way I do, but some of these people ain't never been poor. And we sitting there as African
And it
Americans
shows.
going, y'all ain't never been on the, work program. You ain't never been, you ain't have to call that number, because I ain't never got through. They like really mad on TV talking about, I done called it 20 times.
Yes.
Look, even before the virus, I didn't get through. I'm like, I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. Well, I done try to get some benefits. I'm like,
Right.
who told you it was easy?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of people that ain't never been poor, and I hope those same people in other races, when we get back to where we are, remember how it felt to be in that line to get some food.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Because there's some people before this happened.
But let me
was
tell
in
you,
line.
it's funny you touching on that aspect, because there's people out there that have the nerve to be racist right now during the pandemic. It's like they're not learning anything. It's just wild out here.
When I get
Beyond
to
wild.
the pearly gates, I hope he says, "Well done."
Yeah, no, that's right.
Now, I can't say who. I don't say who go into heaven. You might be in that same cloud over there. Maybe you repented, but look.
It's crazy out here. That's all I'm gonna say.
Those same races are still in line.
Yeah.
Those same races are looking at certain people going, "Thank you for your food," and saying the N-word. I have a brother that's in Minneapolis, and he said I was called the N-word in 5 different languages.
Wow.
He's out there helping people. He said, and he sent me. He's like, I've been called. He's like, I know. He said, I was looking up on my cell phone.
Yeah, to see what he just said.
He said, wait a minute.
What's wrong with
this
people?
in what language?
Listen, if anybody out there right now that's listening to this show, you're from another race, non-black, let us know, what is the deal? Why do people feel the need to be racist, especially during a global pandemic? This is wild to me.
No, this is where we should we all, come together and be one.
Be one.
Yeah.
And when I say be one, we have to say and call it out. When we as black people talk about racism, the rest of the world don't talk. Even as a black person, even on Facebook, when a white person talk about that's wrong with the jogger and all that stuff, we stop and go, wait a minute. Because it's so different when another race joins in. Yeah. I spoke up. Nobody it's not right for anybody to be treated wrong. Let's be right. But I want to say I was in a Zoom with Asians, and they were talking about being spit on, how they were on the bus and people were getting up. Yeah. Their businesses were going down. And I was the only one on that Zoom and said, "Oh, you being treated black now?" And they was like, "What you mean? Were you treated black now? When somebody gets shot in this city, I need to see your kind out here with us.
Absolutely.
Don't wait until something happens to you." Our Latino community. Don't wait till one of you gets shot or in a cage or your children are in cages. Because the time when they took us from Africa, we were caged up. But you want to say that's a long time ago.
Right.
So as a community, we all have to come out and help. And I'm not talking about with just a helping hand. We got to open our mouth and say, look, our people are not doing what we're supposed to do.
Okay, we're probably going to lose a lot of viewers right now because we're talking about something very serious. But when are we going to stand up and start talking about the things that matter?
They're nosy.
Yeah, I know. We need to start talking about the things that matter here. Come on.
Yes.
Even if we weren't black, I think we still would be talking about it if we understood it from that level.
I'm trying to make sure that every race that's looking at any kind of platform, because I help all. I help all. It don't matter what color you are.
Exactly.
But I also going to make sure that if I see you on Facebook and you have a racist comment, look, I love our president, right? But if you say something out of the way, you will get deleted. We also are finding out in this presidency that we have some people that have been around us that we had no idea that's how they felt. And I'm standing in front of you.
Wow.
So it's
interesting.
Like, ooh, wow.
I'm telling you. Okay, we're going to switch the topics for the people who can't handle the heat. So let's talk about raising funds for the seniors.
Yes.
For the senior citizens. So that was one of my questions I asked Papa T Island over there. I said, I don't hear anybody talking about going to the elderly shelters, like the homes for the senior citizens, and giving them face masks, giving them gloves, giving them sanitizer, all that. I didn't see not one. I'm not saying it's not happening. It didn't make it to the media.
True, that didn't make it to the media at all.
Well, I know that it's hard for our seniors. It's not hard for us to find seniors because they're in all of our houses. They're on your block. If you walk around, you see a senior, adopt a neighbor. Yeah. Adopt a grandparent. You can stop by any kind of home and say, hey, what do you need? They will welcome it. It's not that hard.
Right.
You know, I know Precinct 1, Alan Rosen, has gone to 55 and up and make sure that they have what they need. Yeah. So if you want to reach out to me, I need face masks. Our seniors need socks. That's never changed. They love new socks. Our seniors like Band-Aids. What else, sis?
Everything. I mean, for me, the seniors, I do the lunches. I go to the nursing home.
Are they able to hear her over there?
They can't hear her. I was saying to myself, we're going to have to take a seat.
come on behind me, sis. I have my sis over here.
People
but
listening like, huh?
She
What she
works
say?
with the seniors a lot. So I want to make sure you guys hear this on what our needs are.
All right.
Okay, I need to introduce myself.
Yeah, introduce
Introduce
yourself.
yourself.
I'm Zelma. I came to give a donation to my sister. For me, I'm so passionate about the seniors because both of my parents were disabled at a young age. So I took care of my mother was bedridden for 10 years. So I'm literally getting her up and down. So I know what the struggle is. And I know a lot of times, like, they like a forgotten, they just forgotten. They just get a little older, or they get sick. Because my mother wasn't old, but she was sick.
Right.
So she still fell into like the senior part of the community because it just wasn't a lot of outreach programs. So that's why I'm so passionate about either going and check. I mean, I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I feel like even with this pandemic, it's just a lot going on, but I don't see anybody going to the nursing homes. You're right. I don't see that.
What kind of supplies do you think they need?
Masks, they need hand sanitizer, they need diapers. Diapers is a big thing because Medicaid doesn't cover. Medicaid and Medicare doesn't cover diapers for everybody. A lot of people think it's a one-stop Band-Aid, but it's not. You know, you have a lot of seniors out there that's struggling. That's not able to get supplies. Nobody's able to get it to them. The people that were donated to them, they're all tied up. Resources are really low right now for a lot of stuff. So for me, that's why I was trying to connect with my sister because I have a lot of diapers. And we want to share. We want to donate, but I want to go to the right people. I don't want to give it to somebody that's selling it. You know, I'm not stockpiling it for you to sell it.
Now, are we allowed to go into the senior citizen homes and literally hand them to the management so that they can distribute?
They would come out to the car at this time.
They would come out to the car and get it. And I have been calling, like, I've just been in my neighborhood, just checking, just calling and just checking in with the nursing home, just seeing, hey, what you need this week? Can I do a lunch? Can I do, what can I send over there to you? You know, DoorDash, I pay for DoorDash for my house. I can pay for DoorDash for a senior or for the office staff. You know, it's sometimes it's not a lot, but it's a lot.
It's a good point.
It's just a point to think about it. I mean, I don't have to physically go, but I do DoorDash for myself. I've been DoorDashing for other communities too.
Definitely.
I've been sending stuff. People been passing. I've had a coworker that lost his mother, lost his brother to COVID-19. I just had a neighbor that passed like 3 days ago. I mean, it's right in your community. It's right in your face. I don't see how you cannot help.
And I don't see how people are staying asleep on the matter, on the whole issue. People are just out here like nothing's going on.
No, I mean, I actually literally, so I take the whole month of May off. I have so much going on. I can't work. I have so many birthdays. I have deaths. Yep. I have 4 sons and I have 3 grandsons, and all of them are born in May.
Oh wow.
Then I was widowed at a young age. And his birthday is in May. May is just a busy month for me, but it's also my month to take off, to reflect, to really get out and do what I want to do in the community when I can't because I'm at work. Like I always support, but like Kathy said, I have to. She came up on my radar not just because we sisters. She came up on my radar because I seen her out doing stuff. You know, I deal with a lot of people, but I look at a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff come across my page. A lot of stuff, just a lot of stuff. But you could tell the true people that's out there really doing stuff in the community.
Absolutely.
And it's not hard to ask me. She really did. We sisters because we decided to join an organization that believes in the same thing. But we also like-minded because we really believe in helping the community. And I saw that in her. You know, whatever she need, I want to help. You know, I want to give her the resources to pass it on so somebody can help. And that's what it's about.
Did you hear that? Pass it on.
Because everybody, I mean, sometimes I don't have it, but I might know somebody that do. Or somebody I pass it on to might say, oh, I'm comfortable going to ask you for something. It don't hurt me.
That don't bother me either.
It don't bother
you either.
It don't bother me to ask you because one, the way my spirit built, it's not gonna hurt me if you say no. I'm gonna go to the next person.
Exactly.
It's not gonna stop me. It's not gonna
work
deter
on
me.
that.
It's not
I'm
gonna
work
hurt
on
me.
that, sis.
If you say no,
You can say no, but I'm gonna still be hurt.
I'm not because see, I'm built different. I was the only child, and I'm a product of an only child. So a lot of opinions don't matter to me.
Right. I'm the same exact way. I have siblings, but I wasn't raised in the same house, so it don't matter. You ask my husband, it does not faze me.
It doesn't. I mean, even if he not on board, I'm like,
now that bothers me when he knows.
It don't.
We fight.
Because
No.
either way I go, I'm still gonna do it. So if he don't get on board the first go
I
round,
can do that.
Yeah.
the
I'm
second
still
time,
on board.
this still coming through your house.
What'd you say, Kathy? But you gonna be hurt.
First time, or you gonna be like, you know what? She not gonna not do this. So I guess we're gonna do it the next time. Because sometimes he not. He be like, you know, he had 7 siblings, so he don't understand. Like he don't understand that he was living through a struggle. He feel like everything okay. Like we made it. You know, he one of those people. We all right. We made it.
Yeah.
But you can't be like that, especially in this time. We've never lived in this time.
She said a lot of key words, and one of them is she had a long list of things that she is busy, but yet she's sitting right here donating.
Helping out.
Okay, it's a lot of people watching me, spectating.
Yeah.
You can spectate and I'm cute. Look. Nah, I can see it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You spectating. And I'm telling you what, she just named some things that, look, give them. Just give them. Look in your closet. Look, you know, if you do qualify for some of these diapers, sometimes, because look, it's also close to me because I used to be one of those people that wear diapers. And see, that I have no filter because it don't stop. I don't know if y'all know this, but my legs are half fake. I'm a titanium walking woman. My pelvis, all this is titanium, and I could not hold my bladder. Arthritis ate pretty much a lot of the stuff in me, so I didn't mind. It took me a while to not be embarrassed to go into the store. I started acting like I was buying them for somebody else, but having a bunch of kids, I couldn't hold. You know, so I wore, so I know what it's like. Nobody wants to sit in a diaper all day long. Right. So that's why diapers went so fast when we were giving away. I mean, people were like, what was she doing bringing these out of her truck? And as soon as people were driving by, I'm talking about the line for food. We worked with Target Hunger, and we worked with Bridget is for ACTS, so ACTS. So Achievers, so you can also look that up. That's on the northeast side. It's a food desert over there.
It is. I noticed.
So it's like, she's like, we forgot. And she reached out to me too. She was like, Kat, can you put the word out? I guess, you know, when people do that, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I guess I'm media.
Yeah,
so I'm putting media, brand
You
ambassador.
are
media. So
when
somebody reaches out, when you reach out, can you bring something to the table? So you let me come here today. That brings the word out. So I appreciate that. You see what I'm saying?
Look, I appreciate you for talking about this issue so transparently, because there's so many people that will be afraid to ask for help because they're embarrassed. Let's be real. People, we let our pride get in the way of what it is that we need. And, you know, even in the Bible it say, ask not, you shall not. You know, you're not going to gain anything.
And there's people out there right now are going through too much. Depression. You just lost your job. You got some cocky people that ain't never lost a job right now. They're committing suicide.
I know. At a high rate.
And people are, they died of natural causes. They were 22. You know, people will come up with something else. It's not helping us, y'all. It's not helping us not being truthful that we are depressed. Some people ain't never been home with their spouse.
Yeah. Or their kids.
Look. I'm one of them. Look, I go through the back door sometimes so my kids don't see me. Look. So there's some people that are just arguing. Like, you know, people, look, one day I'm going to take a picture. Y'all going to see it on Facebook. We've been together 26 years.
Wow.
We still look like newlyweds.
Yeah.
There's 2 TVs in the living room.
Yeah.
No argument. 2 refrigerators.
You want what you want?
2 refrigerators in the kitchen. Look, we have 2 of everything.
Yeah.
In the garage, 2 refrigerators, 2 TVs. That works for me.
Yes.
I ain't got time to argue.
That's smart.
Look, he over there watching his
Don't give him no ideas. Don't give him no.
It's 260 TVs. So if the kids come in and I'm not there, the kids are watching the TV, I'm watching. I try to save arguments. Even in the backyard, there's a patio for me.
She's not gonna save arguments.
Look, it works.
Yeah.
It works.
I know it does. That's really smart.
So if you arguing over the TV, change things.
Yeah.
Be calm up in your house. Look, I'm probably married a long time because I'm barely there. How about that?
Okay.
What's
we talked to Nikki and I talked about that.
Maybe
You gotta have your own identity.
You got to have it.
You gotta have your own
He don't
identity.
bother. I'm married to a preacher's son, y'all. So we're gonna do a podcast because he knows his Bible verse. and I'm a little Medea. I changed the Bible verse
To
and
fit
that
whatever.
had to be all the way somewhere, and I hear that ain't it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's opposite. He come from a family like we go. He come from a family that sat at the table, go to church to get. I'm like this. It's still weird after 26 years. I still get look. He's like, babe, you can use a real fork.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So some of us, I'm a little street. He's a little, together. Yeah. It works.
Yeah.
I put the drink down. He picks it up, puts the coaster. It's all good.
Yeah.
I act like I'm gonna do the dishes, and I act like I'm doing it wrong, just so he can take over it. That's what I'm doing.
Don't give him too much now. You're giving up all of the. Look, don't give him too many answers to what's going
Yes.
on. So I have another question for you.
Yes.
So where do you see yourself in business in the future? I mean, with all this that's going on, what we just discussed with the pandemic, all this, what kind of things do you foresee in the next 3 to 5 years even?
I have set myself up that things that I've been taking classes for, certifications. I spoke about this and I always share it. There's things out there that are free. Everybody should have an EIN number. Everybody should have a DUNS number. Everybody should take that DUNS number and apply it on sam.gov. If you are African American, if you're a veteran, declare yourself that, and the jobs will come to you.
Nice.
I'm lucky, and we spoke about that. I'm lucky at a point at my life that there's a lot of people who dissed me in 2019. It's a lot of people out there that hurt my feelings. If I should pass away, I'm setting up trust. My will is being updated. I have a will. I have a medical. And people are like, why you say that with business? In business, you want to protect your business. In order to protect your business, you need a will. You need a medical director. If you're sitting there and you are in a vegetarian state, who's running your business?
Right.
You don't want nobody to come in there. I'm talking about even family. My
Especially
will,
family.
and I'm going to say in different states, I am not a lawyer. But I am somebody that's out there that makes sure our seniors get wills, because that generation is very quick to say, oh, my kids aren't going to argue over me. If your kids argue over you while you alive,
what do you
and
think?
you have trifling kids today that haven't came by your house and helped you out today, they will come by your house when you die.
And that's a fact.
You have to.
That's a fact.
It's important because
It's important.
I was the only child and my mother didn't really have a will, and I'm having to fight with the state. Now she has been gone 6 years this week.
Oh,
and,
wow.
I'm her only child. She didn't have any other kids, so it shouldn't be a debate on whether I'm entitled to money that's supposed to be hers or refunded to her, or mineral rights.
And that was here in Texas?
And here
So
in
Texas is, what's it called? Probate?
It's a
Probate state.
But not just that, it's just crazy to me that I never thought it was so important. My dad, because they say me and a Rolling Stone, I was worried about him not having a will and all these kids coming out the womb.
Oh.
But they have to deal with that with my mother. You could track how many kids a woman
Exactly.
had. It's not like
You
it shouldn't
can.
be. It shouldn't be this difficult, but I'm telling you, through the stress of it all, and just it's been 6 years, and then you're already grieving to have to deal with that, especially if you really, really need the money.
And she didn't have a power of attorney or anything.
She didn't need any. I was the only child, so I took
She
care of
thought that.
everything. I did have a power of attorney, but
That's what I was
when
gonna
she
ask you.
died,
Okay.
it's like a power of attorney and a medical director. It's all so different.
Here
Okay.
in Texas,
You
you
think
have
it's
to
a
have
one
it.
stop all, and I took care of all her business for her, like I said, for my whole
And she can't
life.
walk into a court. She gonna be able to say that, but the court, Texas make a lot of money off of
Just
taking
holding
people's items. When I say business, handle your businesses as even our seniors. Make sure you ask your parents, have you filled out the appraisal district documents correctly? We discovered even in complete communities talking to the seniors, a lot of the seniors thought I handled my business right. I've done what I need to do even in the will. But guess what? A lot of them hit the wrong button box. And if you're in Harris County, I can only speak about Harris County. Harris County has 2 boxes where you can lower your taxes as a senior or disabled. One of them says deferred, and one of them says 65 and above and disabled. I have discovered that our seniors and our special needs have hit the wrong button. Defer means exactly what it says. Defer. Some of our seniors have been deferring their taxes for 30 years.
Oh.
And we have family arguing over the house and people on the outside not understanding what just happened. You have 120 days to come up with all those taxes.
Right.
That means, do you come up with $80,000 or you sell that house that your mama said, don't you sell it? You have no choice. So I'm asking, if you're listening, ask your senior and look on yours. Did you hit the right button? Did you hit the right button? Handle your business. And back to the, and like I said, I've always had some health issues. So because I filled out these forms, because I'm on cage reports, and these are probably foreign to some people. Handle your business. When the pandemic happened, there was a lot of price gouging over these masks. And I was approached by a lot of people, but I already knew that I can log on to the government and get government contracts.
Nice.
Some people were trying to do it on Facebook. Some people contacted me, and when I asked what the prices were, they were way over.
They were outrageous.
I logged on and I saw that these masks are only 45 cents. You can go on Facebook. Some people are selling these for $10.
Yep.
They're 45 cents. I got a boy that's buying these, and they're on Hardwin. You can hit me on inbox. Now I don't know if he does low. It's like 1,000. He's doing that just for me. So you need to get me with me so you can go in there and get it. Not because I'm getting a commission, because he's only asking for 1,000 and up.
Got it.
If you are an organization. I don't have these masks. I'm begging for these masks because I'm doing government contracts, sis. Meaning I am a 3M direct distributor. What does that mean? If you are a city of Houston, if you are a rep, 3M, if you are not getting your supplies, that means I immediately get your paperwork, and that goes straight to 3M's attorney. Meaning that he's going to make sure you don't get scammed, because this is 3M. I'm in that 3M direct is the White House. Meaning checking what I'm doing. Luckily, I was faithful and I did what I was supposed to do. Right now, I have over 700 billion masks from 3M. None of them are coming to Houston because nobody believes that I'm doing this. That's fine. My bank account is just great. My bank account is just great. I did not price gouge. I get 1 cent to 10 cents. 900 billion masks. That's just today. I've been doing this for 3 weeks. Do I have my money? No, because they're holding on to it. But it's great to look in my bank account and see those zeros. So handle your business. And I will help those that helped me. I will help those that decided to give me some money for my organization. I will help those that I see out in the community. Anybody else, don't you inbox me.
Period. Period. I felt that. Ooh, I would hate to be you, sis, brother, because I felt that. Wow. All right, let's keep on chugging along. All right. So hey, but you have to say what you have to say. I feel it. It is what it is.
What's going to happen. They're going to see the buildings going up. They're going to see the empire going up, and let my family enjoy too. Am I going to buy a nice new house? Yep.
Absolutely.
Am I getting rid of my old house? No.
Right.
Because we have some things that in the community we got to do with that house.
That's right.
Don't forget, I got kids too. So I'm looking at this because I asked God. He said, "Stay faithful." And he's delivering. Darn if I'm not going to give back to his people.
I know that's right.
The right people, though. I want to be clear. The right people.
Specific. I'm going to be specific. Wow. All right. So I noticed also that you mentioned you were thinking about movie studio.
Yes.
Things like that in the future.
To come here.
Yeah.
It does definitely need to come here. I've always been a liaison. I do come from movies, and there's a lot of people that I know need it. We're working out of homes and recording, so that is coming. I'm hoping to work with the city of Houston on taxes. A lot of reason why a lot of things are in Austin is because that government has decided not to tax every last scene. So a lot of things, a lot of people are like, well, why is it not here in Houston? We got the perfect weather.
Yeah.
It's because the taxes. If I do a scene over here off of Westheimer, that's $500. Ain't nobody help me but our people who recorded.
The staff.
Austin,
exactly.
They're welcome. That's why everything's in Austin. We had a time where Paramount was going to do a lot of movies here. Even the Astrodome was sitting there. It's still sitting there.
Yeah, it is.
Nobody wanted to do the taxes. So a lot of stuff went to Chicago. That's why you see Chicago Med, Chicago this. A lot of stuff went to Toronto. Houston had an opportunity for all those shows to be here in Houston. But if the government is not going to tax you on everything, an appraisal district, I build a building, there goes $10,000 a month on taxes. You have to work together. So when I say that we're working, Fort Bend has already voted to open the door for filming. So I see that going to Fort Bend because their city hall decided they're not going to tax a lot of things. And there's a lot of land out there. So a lot of people go, well, you jump here. Yeah, I do. Because if you're going to do an empire, you got to know certain things.
You got to touch up on everything.
You got to touch up on everything. So I do plan on doing that. I do plan on working with a lot of the nonprofits that I put on my Facebook. Of course, mine is Collaborating Voices Foundation. I'm not selfish. I can't do it on my own. If you're doing Autism for Moms of Houston, they need programming. Okay. So they need a space. They need I know the programs that actually do playgrounds.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't mean that I'm going to fill out the documents for you. I'm going to send it to you. Here you go.
Right.
So
push you in the right direction.
Yeah, push you in the right directions that the rooms that I've gotten into, I want to make sure people know about it. If you don't know how to do something, I try my best to help because I'm always on the move.
Yes.
But I need your help to actually do your work. Your work. You can't sit there and watch me do everything and think you're going to come on the end.
You know, say that one more time.
I didn't do all this work in marriage. My husband ain't gonna let another man come in.
I'm telling you.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He saw, the first thing he saw on the bank going, we still in love, right? He ain't no fool. Like, hey, babe. Yeah. I got breakfast every day. Yeah. He's like, ain't nobody else coming up in this.
Yeah,
we done did the work.
I'm
so
telling you.
as friends and as organizations and as Eastern Stars and my Mason brothers, of course I'm gonna look to them because we got a ethical, thing that we need to do. But that Bible's number first. Yeah. That Bible's first in my life. And if you don't think one of the things in that Bible is trials and tribulations, and I went through them, and I'm gonna continue to go through them. You're not gonna walk up here and don't think you're not gonna work the system.
Exactly. Because
the system means you're gonna have to show that you did something in the community. If I don't see you on Facebook doing nothing,
yes, and I've told so many people who want to be great, who want to be famous, who want to be successful, who want to be whatever it is. I said, the first question I asked them is, what have you done for the community? If you're not doing anything to benefit your community, you ain't doing nothing. So why would they trust you? Why would they lend you out, say, $200,000, right?
I don't get it.
And they don't see anything that your organization has done for the community. Not one thing. They're not going to lend you crap.
And I learned that because I've operated without a 501 a very long time because Texas allows you to be, if you don't know this, you could be a nonprofit in Texas for $25. When I tell people that, they're like, what? It's $25. Go to TXSOS, the state of Texas, make an account, put $30. I say 30 because you're going to need to do a name search. And then you might want to print out some documents later on. So you want to change your board, it's $7. So, but to be a nonprofit in Texas is $25. To be a 501 with the IRS and you make less than $50,000 your first year and you predict it, it's $275.
That's it.
Stop allowing these people to do these webinars and master classes for $1,500. They're lying.
Yep.
And that's good that you said that because I've been having an organization for 5 years now, and I haven't decided to be a nonprofit. I just like to help, And I didn't want to.
But I learned. That's what I said.
I didn't want to pay all that extra money.
Well, guess what? You about to have them now. You better go home, get 3 board members, and start your nonprofit.
That's all you need.
And I'll show you how to do it for free.
Yeah,
and when I say for free, this is what I expect. I expect you to pay it forward back to me and my organization, not by money. Go get some. We do domestic violence. These ladies leave at the middle of the night. Can you go by a thrift store and get all the luggage out of there?
Exactly. Yeah.
We're going to fill them up. They got somewhere. They got to go. Foster care kids. They leave with nothing.
Yep.
Guess what? Luggage. If this is jarring y'all memory and you ain't doing nothing with that luggage, hit me up. It only costs $25. I learned a lesson. I was showing people and I was doing stuff. Having the 501 is another level because I'm able to get grants.
Yes.
So that's where, when I say business, grant money. But under that grant money, the 501. So if you're going to invest in your business, invest at $275.
Right. I had to reinstate my nonprofit because the person who set it up charged me way more than $25. Let me just say that. Okay, I wish I would have known this information about 6 years ago.
I'm learning.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I knowed it.
But reinstating it, $275, did it, got it out the way. I added a total of 4 board members, not 3. Had I known, had we been at this status right now, you would have been one of them for sure.
You know, I'm on, and I said honorary boards and stuff like that, so I can, like, I tell people, don't give me a principal job. Like I said, with Dr. Purpose, she gave me the media one. I said, that's easy, you know, because I'm already doing that. So it's like, give me a position where we add to the nonprofit, because there's a thing on the grant, it says, on most grants, what other nonprofit are you working with so you can be more impactful for the community? We've had people in 2 or 3 years get grants, write me down, and all of a sudden they don't know who I am when they get that grant money.
No.
God don't like ugly.
Sure doesn't.
And I'm talking about us. There's people that use that line, and they the ones that ugly. You know, it's just like, you know, you the one. There's people that I said, hey, go get this done, and I'm literally asking. I'm telling people, hey, you doing something? Use my office, and all of a sudden they don't know who I am.
Now I see what you're.
So when I'm saying that Kathy is a little ruthless in 2020,
I got you.
I'm not ruthless. I woke up.
Right.
And there's certain things I'm just not going to do. Bye.
Well, okay. I'm the same.
Bye.
What'd you say? Walk.
You woke.
Oh, you woke.
You got a song?
Woke
for that,
all
sis? You got a song?
2020. Yeah.
Who gonna cut that song real quick for me?
Now we're gonna make T-shirts. That's what we're gonna do.
Woke up.
Woke up this morning.
I know there's a guy woke up this morning. But it gets
so you can be more
it's a
impactful.
shame.
Like you say, doing all the work and instead of getting burned, it makes you weary.
It does.
It even hurts more that I get burned from other nonprofits because they get praised in the community.
And then they don't even recognize all the things that you've done to get.
Nope.
See, that's not right.
Nope.
But I noticed that, you know, especially in our community, y'all know what I mean. We do things for people and they act like what we said or told them made no impact on their success today.
I told somebody that it costs $25 for a nonprofit, and if she on my line, you can go ahead and say me. She went and spent $1,700 with the other person. Then the other person took their money. She gonna turn back to me and said, "Sis, what did you tell me to do?" You have reached a number that's been disconnected.
Right.
And no
you know what I'm saying? Just like that.
You gave somebody else $1,700?
That is somebody's mortgage on a nice house too. I'm just, y'all, please wake up. But you know, the same thing happens with so many other things. You know, your friends, they go to people who are out there mainstreaming social marketing on all these websites. And your friend that you've been knowing for over a decade could have told you all that information you wanted to know for $0. But your pride got in the way. So go ahead and be the people's fool and spend $200 a month on information you could just ask your sisters or brothers. Yeah. And they're going to give it to you for free.
Because I work really hard, and it's not like there's a lot of things in business that I have not established. Like just to give you an example, my nonprofit, it has a web page, it has, you know, everything it's supposed to have. But I'm literally 3 other businesses. So I'm saying that because I'm so busy, I know I need to do it.
Right.
So
who does she sound like? We need to keep going.
I'm not denying I need to do it. Yeah. Some people over there like, nah, I don't need nobody. Yeah,
you need the help.
I do need. There's a lot where I know you all saw me tag Urban CEO. That doesn't mean it's a nonprofit. And Taria Avant, she teaches people how to do books. So when you see my book,
I know who she is. I'm friends with her.
See, so it's like, you see me do a book, I'm not going to sit down with you, but you need to go and join Urban CEO because she has taught me so many tools. I can't even keep up.
Wow.
Like,
okay.
y'all.
I'm glad you said that because I always wondered about what she.
Restream? Look, I didn't know about Restream. So when I say we in these groups on Facebook, you should leave there with so much stuff. Like she was showing me how. Active Campaign, never heard of it, but it's there. Zoom, I didn't know all about. I knew Zoom when somebody sent it to me. I have to learn to get better myself in business. So I have to learn those things.
Right.
Yeah, you talk about real estate. Yeah, you talk about construction. Yeah, because I come from that.
Yeah.
But I don't come from web pages. So if I hit you up and go, okay, how do you do that? I'm an Urban CEO because one, she's not stopping me from being me on my business. You got people I join and they don't want to say nothing about my business.
Right. Oh, wow.
They don't want to even mention it. And I'm over here like, wait a minute, I'm over here talking about your business, but you don't want me to talk about your business?
Yeah.
So Urban CEO has a bunch of CEOs upping their stuff. Like, we're trying to push it out. What do you use for that little box that come in the mail with your stuff on it? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. What do you use, this software that I see you live on? Here you go.
Yeah.
It ain't no... Oh, can I get $29.99? What? Before I show you this, I need you to pay $500 for the consultant fee.
Exactly.
Consultant fee. I'm fine if I need to really sit down. Like I just met, I did a class yesterday. I wish I was going to send it to everybody, but it's a private class teaching about boards.
Okay.
Governance boards. We can Google all day, but she was specifically saying this is what your board's supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
This is what they should be signing every year. They should be signing that they agree with their job duties. They should be agreeing that
See, I needed to
that
know
they can't
that.
speak to the media. You are who is the spokesperson? Who EO insurance? I got insurance on my business, but I didn't think to put it on my nonprofit.
Oh.
So she was like, no, you should
Write that
have
down,
E&O insurance on your nonprofit due to the fact that when you have a gala or something there, or you have construction or something, I'm like,
Got
okay,
it.
give me specifics.
Ooh.
If I'm giving you guys specifics on GradeARadio,
Right.
I need you guys to turn. You see that?
Thank you for that shout out. That low key
You know that
shout out.
GradeARadio. You know, I need you guys to give me specifics. There's 2 young ladies that I seen go around Houston, and when I got some money, I inboxed them because they are made it $500 to do their webinars. They might gonna see this because I delete them right after. They kept me on red. Read or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
my first line was, I will pay you. What is your fee to consult with me? Because I don't want nobody to do nothing for free. That's your actual job.
Right.
You make money and that's your actual job. And I'm not talking about webinar. I'm talking about put stuff together so I can have my board members.
Exactly.
Because my board members need binders. My board members need stuff together. I'm not trying to get it for free. I'm just about I need paperwork.
Right.
So when we sit down and I do schedule a Zoom with you as a professional to teach us, they need the documents.
Right.
I don't need to be on Zoom talking to you and I can't see nothing and you're done and I'm still like, what did we learn today?
Right.
Let me have it in front of you. What is the job? What are we supposed to have? What kind of boards we have? But I'm going to pay you so you feel comfortable that I ain't scammed you. Same with me. If you inbox me on all your events and it ain't about the community, it's going to stay in there.
Yeah.
Because you are trying to use my Facebook to advertise your stuff.
For free.
If you do
For
Mary
free,
Kay
yeah.
and you know my pretty ass can really do some lipstick, you ain't offering me nothing.
Right.
I ain't saying, can I get some lipstick? Can I get some blush?
Yeah, seriously.
If you are in the community and you doing something and you see that you have something left over, say you do boxes and you know I cater to the seniors, you should be inboxing Kathy. I did 20. I got 20 left. I'm gonna tell you either where to drop it off to or I'm gonna come get it.
Right.
Or you need to come to the next event
and
work it yourself. So in business, I have been successful because I feel like I've opened the door for other businesses. I have opened a door. I've gone into places that I shouldn't be and shut my mouth and observe and take that information and use it. If you going into an event and all you are at a bar getting your drink on and you didn't mingle with nobody in there, what did you pay to get in for?
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Just to look around, child.
If you a vendor,
with no real
look,
connections.
you a vendor and you a vendor table, but you ain't at the table. That's why you ain't successful.
Right.
Because you didn't even be at your own table to sell your own merchandise. And if you were going to mingle, that means you bring 2 other friends.
There you go.
And you pay for them to get in, and they work your table.
There you go.
There you go.
Come on,
You
business.
gotta come. You gotta do something.
I'm gonna call her Mrs. Business, baby.
You gotta do
Because
something.
That's facts. Yeah.
If you a hairdresser and you ain't never had your hair done, I'm gonna walk right out your salon. Now I know you got some off days, but good Lord, you got to do my hair and you ain't got your hair done?
Yeah. It's equivalent to you trying to teach somebody an aspect of business that you never yourself went down that road before. It's impossible. It's fake.
impossible.
It's phony. And people are gonna pick that up. And guess what? All that money that you get
Yep.
will soon dwindle out to nothing.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing where I see people selling people on YouTube videos and everything. They pay. Look, YouTube free. You can get your own show. If you're a gospel person and you want your own show, go to Now Network. It's $50 a week. Anybody can be 20 billion people watching them, but you got to be about the Lord to be on Now Network. Anybody, if you want to have your own broadcast TV, inbox me. I'll send you the director's email, and you can have it. Some people charge people $400. Look, it's free. It's your show. You can have it. It's $50 a week. If you need somebody to record you on your show, I got people here in city of Houston that can record you. Ice Cold TV, he can do it. Look him up on Instagram. We got too many radio hosts that know this equipment that you can come in here. Probably you're probably
for sure.
You can record a show in here, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's turn you know what I'm saying. But if you're a cusser, you can't be on Now Network. Is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So there's certain avenues that people have. If you are paying somebody to have your own TV show and you ain't got no friends, that means they just got you, because the first thing is, do you have a following? Are you an influencer? If you paid somebody for a show and you said, I don't like Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, or Twitter, you just gave your money away.
Yep.
Because as an entrepreneur, that's where it's going. We have to learn other things. I didn't have an Instagram, but then I was at a place where everybody's like, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram?
Yeah.
I had to get my cell phone going.
That's how everybody connects.
How do I get to, you know, I have to adapt. But you got people walking around won't adapt for nothing.
I know. And guess what? Their bank account won't
That's
adapt
fine.
either.
More for me. More for you. More for me.
Exactly.
More for you.
Facts. That's definitely huge in business. You got to be able to be versatile and be able to adapt to change, because technology is just like, it's going everywhere right now. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stay up on it. That's what I was just saying at the beginning of this show. Like, every time I come into the studio, there's new software, there's new something. I like it, I love it, but I have to be able to adapt.
I have to adapt it. And some things I just won't learn.
Up with it too.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
I tell you right now, I know how to go to Wix.com and make a webpage.
Yeah.
Putting anything on there, it's over my, you can teach me all day long. My brain says no.
Right. Well, you know what? We're getting ready to wrap up this show, but as we come to an end, I just want to know if there's anything that you would like to leave the watching audience with, like some gem, some bolt of advice towards business and life, you know, as we get through the rest of this, I want to say treacherous half of the year, but I don't want to speak that into existence. I'm going to say going up the hill into glory. Not that glory, though. Wait. Hold on. Let me rephrase. Going up that hill. I'm kidding, y'all. Into success as we enter or close out 2020 and go into 2021. I know we haven't made it there yet, but I'm just saying we need to start getting our thoughts together. If you're business spirited and you want to get things going on your downtime, a lot of what Kathy said today, guys, is golden. Go back, replay this video, because she dropped a lot of important information about for-profits and non-profit information, right? Also on how to conduct your business. Also knowing moving forward not to lean so much on those quote-unquote friends. Those friends need to be able to prove to you that they're about the business first. And sorry to say, but your friendship has to be after, because if they get caught up in just being your friend, honey, they're not going to have that main word that's necessary in business, and that's commitment. So that's something that we forget about. Our friends don't hardly ever commit to our business because they're our friends first. So that's something to always think about. And that especially applies to our family. Because your family knows you as little JoJo or little Billy or what's up D or what's up Stinky Pooh, whatever they called you growing up. They see you as that person. They don't see you as that business-minded person that's trying to build that billion-dollar empire. So we have to keep that in the back of our minds when we're doing business. When we're thinking about those board of directors for our nonprofit. When we're thinking about people to partner with for our for-profits, because listen, y'all know y'all spend a lot of sweat, blood, and tears trying to build these businesses up. Just learning the information just to get started is a lot. I know, because I've my husband, he gets on me like, girl, you don't even pay attention to me because I'm so knee deep into reading because I want to make sure I don't miss anything. But it's always better when you have help. But make sure, guys, these business owners, these CEOs, I see y'all out there, black women, y'all running with this business, all right? I'm not racist, though, because I'm giving a shout out to every business owner of any race, color, or creed. I'm telling y'all, keep doing what y'all are doing, but be smart in every move that you make and every decision you make. Make sure you take away something from Kathy in terms of this free grant money that's out here, especially for these nonprofit organizations. It's there. You just got to do the work. Make sure that you register your DUNS number. That's something that she exposed me to recently. I had it for my nonprofit, didn't have it for my for-profit. So, I mean, these are things that, listen, y'all, it's free information. You just Google search it. But if you don't know, you don't know. So get out there, do what's necessary to get the money that you've always dreamt of, to do right for the communities. Keep that in mind. Don't take the money, go buy a brand new Benz, go buy you that 2-story house that you always dreamt of. All that will come when you put your money in the right places. If you want to open up a restaurant, for instance, shout out to Papa T Island. He making the best Jamaican food in Houston. I can't wait till he lifts off. But don't sit there and take the money that you plan to use for your ingredients, and you end up using that on going on a vacation around the world. Stop. What are you doing? You'll have time to vacation after you get your business going. You start seeing the profits. You paying out your workers. Don't be cheap with paying your employees, because remember something. You get what you pay for. So if you're only paying your employees bottom dollar, then expect that their production and their enthusiasm is going to be rock bottom. And you don't want that. So these are just little tips that, I personally wanted to leave you guys with, because I'm not just talking because I'm inexperienced. I'm talking from experience. We're going through these processes together. And I've learned so much so far. And I'm just grateful to have somebody on the show like you, Kathy, that is an open boat of knowledge. You are not afraid to share. You're not stingy with your information. And I think that's something that a lot of entrepreneurs should take away from this show today, is that, I love what you said about pay it forward. We all need to learn that in 2020. If we haven't learned anything up to this point in our lives, look at what kind of situation we're going through right now. And I pray that we come out of it by the end of this year, is that we were all at one point stuck in our homes. Whether you had to work on a computer, whether you had to just make up something to do, because I know half y'all weren't working. We had to go to the grocery stores with face masks. Now we have to wait in line 6 feet apart before we enter Walmart. Listen, we're on a whole nother level. So what we need to do, going back into formation, meaning regular normal society as much as we can be normal, is that we need to start learning to help each other. Don't be afraid to say, I don't know. Don't be too prideful to say that this is what I'm going through. I need help. These are the things that we need to take away from this experience. By the way, shout out to ELO. Everyone lives on. Face mask, okay? Love his work, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to J Harp the Muse in Dallas, Texas. He has amazing clothing designs, guys. I'm all about partnerships. I'm all about promoting my friends. When they're doing business and I see you guys taking off doing great things, I'm going to promote it on the show. I don't ask y'all for anything. Y'all know that, because I believe in what you're doing. And it makes me excited and proud of you guys when you guys come out with new brands, new hot materials, things that people can use. This right here, this can save somebody's life right here. Right here. Shout out to Lakeisha Williams. She's also a Dallas native. She's creating self-proclaimed memorabilia where you can put your students' pictures on the chips, on the GradeARays, on whatever little fruit baskets and snack baskets and all kinds of stuff. It's just so neat. T-shirts, everything. So, unfortunately, a lot of seniors weren't able to celebrate their graduation this year due to the COVID-19. So shout out to people like Lakeisha Williams. Support her business. There's so many students that are really upset, down, and depressed about what has happened. They're not going to necessarily show you that. But what you can do as a parent or friend, guardian, or a friend of the parents is support the children by supporting a small owned business like that, because I think that's really amazing that she thought to do something like that. So I have to give a shout out to her as well. And yeah, so that's my closing remark. It was a lot.
I loved it. And you want me to say something else?
I do. And Miss Zelma too.
Shout out to the chapter.
Stars of Serenity number 39. HB Turner Grand Lodge, New Life Grand Chapter.
I got some shout outs, but she said, look, everything she said, I'm with it. So this is Kathy Tatum. You can look at me not look at me, but look me up on Facebook. Kathy Tatum. It is reverse of my regular one. And then my public site is Kathy L. Tatum. And then Collaborating Voices Foundation, www.collaboratingvoices.org. I'm just going to shout out everybody that I'm working with. Go back to my Facebook, upload your logo, upload your information, upload how we can donate to your company, because we want to, if we do not rise together, we will fall all together. It is not just one. It takes a village, and village not watching, but actually action. So please, if you are out there and you have some supplies, I'm always begging, but I do not mind. We all need to stay together in this fight. Please look in your garage, look wherever we are, because I'm working with so many companies out there, Safe Diversity. I see LeVar is on my Facebook. He is Dad's Chronicles. He is teaching the youth about doing chess, having more men mentoring. He is trying to make a difference with men. If you're out there and you want to learn chess, we will be getting together, making sure you know how to do chess. And if you already know chess, please be a mentor for the youth. And we are also having a Dad's Walk coming up. So look at my Facebook, all dads around the United States, please share that. Dad's rights, we cannot do this by ourselves. Yes, women power, but we didn't make those kids by ourselves. Right. So we need to uplift our men with our children, not by themselves. So yes, as you see, I'm always giving shout outs to everybody in the world. Lord, please let me into heaven. I am trying my best.
That's all right. And as always, we want to thank all of our listeners. I see a couple of comments from Gwendolyn Oliver. She's definitely agreeing with a lot of what you said today. So shout out to her for being one of our valued listeners all the time. Shout out to everybody that supports Sisters Talk Podcast. Shout out again to GradeARadio for being an amazing platform. Shout out to Collaborating Voices with the main CEO, the person in charge, Miss Kathy T, dropping all these gems and knowledge, and her sister, very supportive sister, Zelma. Shout out to Papa T's Island, which will be coming. I can't say soon, but it's coming. How about that?
I love to eat.
Yeah, me too. So again, thank you guys for tuning into the Sisters Talk Podcast. We will meet again on next Sunday at 3 p.m. But you know me, maybe by 3:30. Let's just keep it real, all right? Y'all have a blessed Sunday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Enjoyed the video you just watched? Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications.
Rolling out my XXT, rolling out my XXT, yeah, rolling